Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a Scream movie ranking. I like to start this off by saying this is just my list, it's not the right list. Ask me again next week and I'll probably have a different one for you. I like all of these movies. There's just some stuff that I prefer how are handled in each one, but I like them all. They're pretty consistent quality for me. This is probably my favorite horror franchise. So I will start with my last place is Scream 3. This one has the least interesting characters for me. It's the least enjoyable overall and one that I don't really look forward to on a rewatch. I don't have like a whole lot to say. It's just the characters aren't really there for me, and then the fact that like they're saying that Roman is behind the events of the first two movies, it kind of takes away from Billy and Stu, who are so iconic and everything, that I don't really like it. Mostly that and the characters is what brings it down for me, but it's still a good movie and I had fun watching it. Scream 6 is gonna be in 5th place, and the first 2/3 of this movie I was so excited. I was loving it so much, and I like paused it before they went to the theater and like grabbed a snack. I'm so excited to finish this movie, and then it just nosedived so hard that it has to be back here for me. It just disappointed me. From the reveal to the end of this movie, not good. I didn't like that Ethan was the Ghostface. That was probably the most annoying thing for me because it had been told to us several times by Mindy that whenever it was him, it just made me. Bailey charging with the gun, the loaded gun, it's comical. Like, he turns into like this cartoon guy at the end, and they all kind of do to some extent, but it's so bad with him. It's just cartoon villain, it's silly. And then Chad is alive, and that I don't like when they keep everybody alive. It just lowers the stakes for everything in these. The next two are pretty interchangeable for me, and in 4th I do have 5. Richie is pretty obvious from the get-go. Amber, I really do like Amber as a ghost. I only caught on to her right a little bit before she got revealed. Richie was pretty obvious from the beginning. I don't really like the toxic fan base motive and like the whole Reddit thing. I do like that we have the setting of Stu's house. That's cool that she got obsessed with it. That makes sense, but I don't like the toxic fan base thing. This one also has the hardest kill in it to get through for me, and I mean, that's not a negative on this movie. It's just I don't like it. The West kill, it's brutal, and I have boys, so it's hard for me to watch. I do think it was time to kill off an OG character with Dewey, because I was kind of getting tired of watching these movies and not having really any suspense for some of the characters, because I knew they were going to be safe. Like, nothing bad ever happens to them. They're never actually dead. They always come back. So I do think it was time to get rid of one, and I don't think it was the wrong choice for Dewey. I loved him a lot, but I think that if Gale, it wouldn't have had the same impact on Dewey as it did with him dying to Gale's character. So I think that it was the right call, if you're going to kill off a comeback character, for it to be him. In 3rd place, I have the second one. This one isn't very memorable to me, but I do have, nothing really bad to say about it. That's why it's right here. The car scene sticks out a lot as very anxiety inducing. I love that it goes to the college setting. It doesn't feel forced or anything. It feels fine that she's here and that we're following her here. The opening scene of this one is also great with the movie theater. I like that Mickey was able to manipulate her to thinking that Derek, her boyfriend, could be his partner, and so he dies. Randy's death, so sorry, was also sad and added weight to this movie. Also, again, I do think it is important to kill off a returning character every once in a while to keep the stakes up and the suspense going, where something bad could actually happen to these characters. 4 is in 2nd place, and it is almost my favorite. It would be, but yeah, the first one is just, the first one. Anyway, so 4 I love Jill as a character. I love her as a killer. She is believable in being a teenager and wanting to leave and all that stuff. Getting that she's in danger, but also being like, okay, I want out of here. And it actually caught me off guard when she was a killer. Her motive is ahead of its time. She wants to be famous and all that. Like, I like it. I think that it works really, really well. She's my favorite Ghostface in general. The characters here are great. I loved that scene with Charlie and Kirby where she thinks that he just saved him and then he stabs her. I kind of saw it coming, but it's still really good. I think that the end scene in the hospital goes on just a little bit too long, but I really do like the moment when Dewey and Gale realize that Jill is the killer because like she knows that they have matching wounds. She goes absolutely crazy at the end too, which is like, I don't know, I love it. I love her. Number one is One. I love this is the movie that kicks this whole thing off. When I watched this movie, I was really, really late to this franchise, and I watched it for the first time probably 2 years ago, maybe 3. But yeah, I wanted to get back into horror because I had been out of it for a while, and I needed something kind of fun and slashery, you know, not something too scary is gonna, you know, disturb me or anything. I wanted something fun, and I'm glad I found this. I think if I picked any other movie, I would have just backed back out. So I love the self-awareness in this. I love, like, you know, the rules and kind of making jabs at all the horror stuff, all the tropes and everything, and that it doesn't take itself too seriously. I love movies that can do that aren't afraid to do that. I'm here for all of this. I knew already that Stu was one of the killers going in because that's on me. I waited way too long to watch this. The internet, you know, gives things away, memes and all that. So that's the only thing that was missing, like, for me. I was the suspense of that, and I did know there was 2 killers, but I didn't know who the other one was. And I kind of made myself turn my brain off so I could, like, enjoy it when it was revealed instead of just being like, okay, yeah, it was him. But I love this movie so much. It's so fun, and the opening scene in this movie has to be one of the best in horror in general. I loved it. It's brutal, and it just sets the tone of this with, like, the call and everything. I love these movies, and leave your ranking down below. I hope to see you guys in my next video. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I hope to see you guys back here soon. So bye. Thank you for watching.